right, good evening, everybody. It's your girl Z here coming to bring another value video for you guys. But before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also smash the bell beside it so you get notified when I post new videos. All right, so hopefully everybody is enjoying my channel. I'm absolutely enjoying bringing this content and value to you guys. As I grow, I want to share the things that I know. I share it not only with my private group on Facebook, but I share it with you guys on YouTube. And so far, the response has been phenomenal. All right, so I'm going to jump right into it. Today, we're going to talk about knowing your target audience. If you're thinking about getting into online marketing or internet social media marketing, or even if you have a brick and mortar business, you need to know who the heck you're talking to. Okay, so for the purposes of this video, we're talking about marketing and how we're actually reaching our potential customers and clients. Okay, so if you have no idea who the heck you're talking to, your message is going to be so broad and so wide and all over the place that it really won't make any sense, and you won't be attracting the type of people that you want to do business with. So today, that is the topic. We're talking about knowing your target audience. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to understand that knowing the target audience is the foundation of whatever marketing strategy that you put out there. Okay, so without knowing who your audience is and targeting your audience specifically, like I said, you're just speaking to a whole lot of people who may or may not need what it is that you have to offer. You may kind of get lucky with some people, but others may not be interested in. You're wasting valuable time and energy for nothing. And you don't want to do that. You want to get straight to the point so you can do what it is that you do in your business. Okay, so it's also important to know that your target audience is not everybody. And this was a mistake that I made in the beginning, and it is a common mistake that a lot of new marketers make, is that we're just putting messages out there. It doesn't have a rhyme or reason. We're targeting people and we don't know why we're targeting them. We don't have any kind of clear anything. And so, like I said, it gets a little messy. You know, the message seems very unsure and uncertain. Okay, so you want to know that your target audience is not everybody. And the better you understand your target audience, the better you'll be able to communicate with them. Okay, so marketing is a way of reaching your potential client and customer, and you want to be speaking directly to them. So we're going to go over a few tips here. I believe it's about 6 or 7. I keep looking down because I'm looking at my ebook. If you guys are interested in getting a copy of that free ebook, I will have that link down in the description. Like I said, it's free, just free value for you guys, for those who want to use it. So be sure to click on that link and check it out. All right, so our first tip is going to be, the first step in process is to be able to understand what your niche is fully. So whatever reason you get into marketing, you need to know why you got into marketing, understand your niche, your product or your service, and know it fully. Okay, so you know who needs it, who wants it, and then you're able to better communicate to them. You need to be able to understand it because there's going to be a lot of twists and turns in your journey. Okay, so you may try some things, you may start and stop a lot of things, but essentially you should get very clear as to who you are as a marketer, and your products and services should reflect that. So it should be something that you're passionate about, something that you love speaking about, something that you love to do. So the more passionate you are about your niche, the more fully you understand it, the easier it'll be to communicate with your audience. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is you want to get clear about the type of audience that you want to attract. So if you're in MLM marketing, you may want to go into business partners. If you're just selling products or services, then you want to be clear about who it is that you actually want to reach. Because like I said in the beginning, we're not talking to everybody. We want to talk directly to our customer or our business partner. So you want to write down your ideal business partner. Okay, I think we've heard this before. Some people may or may not have. Everything is about goals. You want to write them down, affirmations, to begin to manifest those things in your life. So you want to write down very specifically who your ideal business partner is. And I promise you, you will attract that. With mindset training and other things and being clear about your goals and writing them down, you want to also do that with your target audience. Okay. So once again, if you understand your niche, you'll be better able to understand who needs your product or service. So it'll be a lot easier to write down on paper. Say, for instance, you're in health and wellness, then you want to go for people who are actively having and experiencing a health and wellness lifestyle, or people who are searching for that. That's what you're going to attract, you know. So with my quantum wellness, then I just strictly go for health and wellness, or mainly energy healers, because that's something that I'm passionate about, holistic wellness. And I got to tell you, it's one of the easiest things I've ever done, because I understand that process. I understand the whole lifestyle very, very clearly, and it makes it much easier to understand, and I attract those types of people without even trying, guys. It's amazing. All right, so the third tip is going to be knowing that your target audience needs to be based, knowing who your target audience is based on research. Okay, so it's good to write it down. That's like the first step, but you also want to do some research. Okay, you don't want to just kind of go on complete intuition on this. You have lots of tools with marketing tools. You're able to check your analytics even for free. If you're using Facebook, if you're using Instagram, you're able to check and you're able to see based on the analytics who is actually looking at your content, who is being resonant towards your content, okay? Not just gut feelings. Learn as you go and don't be afraid to adapt as necessary and make some changes, okay? Because you want to make sure that you're finding people who really want to buy from you, okay? So, like I said, check the analytics, see how many people are looking at your content and where those people are coming from. So, that's your third tip. Number four is going to be use analytics to research your audience and get specific. Okay, so if you're using the analytics like I briefly touched on, you want to get very specific. You want to get down to age, you want to get down to gender, you want to get down to demographics. You want to also get down to interests. What are these people interested in? You also want to get down to their actual income. Okay, so what type of people, what type of people are you attracting? Are you attracting people in a certain income bracket? That is very, very important because it's going to help you to be able to market to people in that income bracket, okay? Number five is going to be check out your competition. Always want to check out your competition in any business and in marketing as well. You want to kind of see what they're doing, who's responding to the types of content that they put out or who's not responding to certain types of content you put out. You always want to be inspired by other people, but you never want to mimic, okay? You want to bring your authentic expression to marketing. I'm big and passionate about that. I am a holistic marketer, so I help people to develop themselves, mind, body, and spirit, and be able to create a brand that brings their unique expression to marketing, okay? So be very clear about that. Inspired, not mimic, okay? All right, so number six is going to be clear about the value that your product or service offers, okay? This is an easy one, but sometimes it gets left out as well. If you're passionate about your product or service, you're going to be able to tell people now that you've gotten their attention and your audience is paying attention to you, you'll be able to tell them why your product or service is of value or benefit from them. Okay, if you're able to reach out to these people and find out what their pain points are, what it is that they actually need or don't need, then you'll be able to, I don't want to say sell, but you'll be able to reach your audience based on the value of your product or service. Okay, so now that people like you, they're watching you, they're paying attention to you, they can't wait to see what content you're putting out now. Talk about the value or product of your service or your product, okay? So number seven is going to be create a clear target audience statement, okay? Now we've got all eyes on you. You've got the right people looking at you, the ones that you don't want, and they're looking somewhere else, and that's totally fine. And now you're able to create a call to action with a statement that calls directly out to your audience. I'll give you guys an example on this, okay? When I was in real estate, you had some real estate agents that work strictly with buyers, and you had some that work strictly with sellers, okay? So a call to action statement that's a targeted audience statement would say something like, I get your home sold fast. Want your home sold in less than 30 days? Give me a call. Okay, so that tells you right there, I'm talking to sellers, okay? I'm talking to sellers, and I want people who are in the market to sell their home and people who need to sell their home quickly because it benefits both of us. Why? Because they get to move on to the next phase of their life, whatever that is, and I get to get paid faster. I'm not dealing with people who are unsure about whether or not they want to sell their home. They're, just kind of seeing what, the house is worth on the market. I'm just eradicating those type of people, and I'm going directly to people who need to sell. If I was working with buyers, I would say something like, first-time home buyers programs, contact me for more details. Okay, that tells you right there, I'm not dealing with sellers, I'm dealing with buyers. I'm dealing with people who are looking to buy in the market and maybe people who need home buyer programs assistance. Maybe I work with a mortgage lender that specializes in that. Okay, so that is a great example of a targeted specific audience statement. All right, so hopefully you guys got some value out of that. I lost my screen for a little bit. I'm just going to recap because I always do that. Once again, if you guys are interested in the free ebook of this exact video, that's going to be down in my description. Feel free to check out that link and I'll get that book over to you as soon as possible. But topic of this video today was knowing your audience. You got to know who the heck you're talking to, guys. Before we go forward, make sure you like this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Also share this video if you're getting value out of this and help somebody else as well. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and smash the like button. So we're talking about knowing your target audience, knowing who the heck you're talking to. Our first tip is your first step in process is understanding your niche fully. You have to know what your product or service is, who you are as a brand, and be able to articulate that properly to your audience for them to know that you're an authority figure in this arena. All right. Number two is going to be get clear about the type of audience you want to have and make sure that it's in alignment with your niche. That's very, very important. Okay. So you want to write down your goals of the type of business partner or the type of customer you would like to have and make sure that it's in alignment with what it is that you do. Okay. So if you're looking for health and wellness, you want to find people that are into fitness, that are vegans, vegetarians, or people who are aspiring to lose weight and things like that. You don't want to go somewhere where people are, completely not on that level. Okay. You don't want to talk to those guys, not about that specific niche. Okay. So make sure you're getting clear about the type of audience you want to attract. Number three is know your target audience based on research. Okay. It's great to write it down, but you also want to get some research behind it. Okay. So you got some cold, hard facts about who your audience is. And number four is going to be you're going to use the analytics to research this. Okay. There's free ways to do this. You're able to do this on Facebook, on most of the social media sites, where you're able to check out and see exactly who your audience is, where they're coming from, and it'll give you a better idea of how to speak their language. You want to speak your audience's language, not your own, okay? So number five was check out your competition. My favorite. You always want to check out and see what your competition is doing, what's working for them, what's not working for them. You want to be inspired by them, but you don't want to mimic them. Okay. You want to be original in your content. You want to bring your own unique expression and to marketing. You want to make sure that you're inspired, not imitating. All right. And number six is be clear about the value that your product or service offers. This is very, very important because now that you've gotten your audience's attention, you're able to bring to them why it is that they need your product or service based on the value of it, okay? And then number seven is create a clear target audience statement, okay? That's almost a tongue twister. A clear targeted audience statement that speaks directly to your target market, okay? Now that we've gone through analytics, we've got it specific, right? We know how old our target audience is. We know where they live at. We know the income bracket that they're in. We know their interests, their likes and their dislikes. So now you're able to speak directly to your audience. And this is going to help you to just save a lot of time and energy and be a lot more successful in your business. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Once again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Also hit the bell beside it so you get notified when I post new videos. All right, guys, until the next video. Peace.